Welcome to the Culture Clash.
Take a moment to join the Price Media community on Discord. This is your space for deeper biblical discussion, cultural discernment, and authentic faith-filled conversations with like-minded believers. Connect with fellow listeners, engage with the episodes, and grow together in truth. Join now at pricemedia.com/Discord. Let's continue the conversation. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Jonathan Price. And we come back with another unflinching episode of the Culture Clash on the Price podcast. Today, we're examining the rise. We're examining technology and digital spaces from social media algorithms and AI to virtual realities, reshaping minds, relationships, and the culture. We discovered the historical roots, psychological toll, spiritual dangers, and biblical response to navigate the digital age without compromise. It is one thing that's defining 2026. This persuasive power of technology in digital spaces, from smartphones and social media to AI, virtual realities, and algorithmic systems, reshaping every aspect of human life that we know it. Now, we will examine the historical development of these technologies, the transformation, the transition from tools of creation and knowledge into engines of distraction, manipulation, addiction, and cultural fragmentation, and the profound tensions that creates with attention spans, real relationships, objective truth, character formation, family life, and biblical faithfulness. As always, we proceed without evasion, without technological utopianism or ludicrous rejection. Only with history, empirical data, ethical analysis, and a clear-eyed assessment of long-term implications for Christians and our nation in 2026 and beyond. But before we do, I want to give out a word to our sponsors. Like-minded. All right. So head on over to pricemedia.shop. And yes, it is us. This is our official merch shop. It is live. We are loving it. This tea came from it itself, right? So we are equipping Christian men with high impact apparel and accessories designed to represent scriptural truth and godly manhood in a modern world. Our flag, now, I created the merch shop because I really wanted something that would represent the Price Podcast, the Boy Basic, Price Media as a whole. And this is the first product that was launched. We call it the YT. Some questions deserve more than a quick answer. The YT is a simple, bold statement piece for anyone who isn't afraid to ask the hard questions, whether it's about faith, culture, or the world around us. Inspired by the Price Podcast mission to dig past the surface and seek the truth that I always do. Every single episode, every live stream. This design puts the question front and center in a warm amber gradient that pops out against any color. Whether you're a longtime listener or just someone who believes the best conversations start with why, and they do, this shirt is a quiet invitation to keep asking. Where the question, start the conversation. I came up with the white shirt with the help of Steven Crowder because I had to really do it. I gave him the idea. He said, "Hey, somebody do it." So I went in and did it. But the white T-shirt really is just a T-shirt for everybody to kind of to wear, to ask the deep question: why? It is more than just a question. To me, it is something that most people are afraid to ask. Why? Because it gives you, it forces you to ask the question, why? It forces you to search who you are as a person, what it means, um, what it means to be you. Why do you think the way that you think? Why do you believe in God? Why don't you believe in God? Why do you think that there is a God? And which God do you think is true? These are, this is the best question to ask anybody. But this isn't the only thing we have, right? So, along with the YT, we have a bunch of other great stuff. We have the Boy Basic Gaming Desk pad, which I'm actually using right now. Really great quality. This shirt is actually really awesome. Feels great. Hoodies, joggers, hats, and all the other things from everything from Price Podcast, Boy Basic, and Price Media Group. We even have the Y as a sweatshirt. So go ahead, go to pricemedia.shop. Go get you something. And until August 9th at 11:59 p.m., any and all orders over $100 gets 10% off when you use the code TRUTH. Remember, 10% off when you use the code TRUTH over $100. Any and all orders over $100. But it is limited until August 9th, 11:59 p.m. So go ahead, get your gear, and let's continue with the conversation. But before we do another sponsorship, again, us as well. PriceMedia.com. This is our flag website where we are proclaiming biblical truth and defending conservative values in a culture that desperately needs both. We exist to glorify God through media that confronts lies, build up believers, and points the lost to Christ. Very simple. So go to pricemedia.com, check out where we're at, find all of our channels on everywhere we do. For Price Podcast, Boy Basic, and the Price Shorts, our Clips channel, and our TikTok. Follow me on X at Jonathan Price One. Also go to Twitch as well, and our podcast using Podbean, and find out when we will stream and the times. These are all Eastern Standard Time, so Monday through Sunday, find it all. Go here. Our upcoming streams. Obviously, we're doing this one right now, but we do have other things going on as well. And don't forget to join our Discord server. So this is something I believe is crucial in anything that we do. It is community. We have to have community, especially in today's day and age. So I need to change that, but our Discord community where it is free to join. Anybody can join. For now, it will change in the future, but for now, it's free. But if you can, if God is willing and puts it on your heart, you could support us through Patreon. We do have different tiers, and obviously, the paid support do get more exclusive stuff on the Discord server, exclusive channels, exclusive content, more behind the scenes, early access to events that we will be holding and everything like that. Everything starts at $10. Tiers start at $10. But yes, go ahead, join. And thank you for everybody doing it. So, thank you to all of our sponsors. Because this is honestly the best way we could do is to sponsor ourselves. But let us continue with the conversation. No. So, let's begin with the historical trajectory. For most of human history, communication and knowledge were rooted in the face to face interaction, oral or tradition, handwritten texts, and the printed word. The 20th century brought radio. Sorry. Brought radio, television, and early computers. Tools that expanded access to information. The digital revolution accelerated with the internet, smartphones, and social media platforms in the late 20th and early 21st centuries. What started as liberating innovations for connectivity and efficiency quickly evolved under profit driven algorithms designed to capture and monetize attention. By the 2010s and into 2026, big tech, AI, immersive digital environments have become dominant forces, often prioritizing engagement metrics, data harvesting, and ideological shaping of human flourishing. The cultural and institutional capture is unmistakable. Platforms amplified echo chambers, outright outrage cycles. Sorry. Ooh. I know. Where was that? Hold up. Things are everywhere right now. All right. I think we're good. Anyway, platforms amplified echo chambers, outrage cycles, and identity-driven content. AI systems now curate feeds, generate media, and influence our very decisions. Schools, workplaces, and even churches have adapted to digital-first models, especially post-pandemic. Terms like digital detox emerged alongside rising concerns about screen time. Yet adoption accelerated with promises of convenience, community, and progress. Now, return to the empirical realities that ground this debate: digital versus reality. Studies through 2026 consistently show declining attention spans, with average focus time on tasks dropping significantly in the smartphone era. Mental health crises among youth, depression, anxiety, loneliness have surged alongside heavy social media use, particularly affecting body image, self worth, and social comparison. Now, pornography addiction, facilitated by easy digital access, devastates marriages and young minds. Political and cultural polarization intensifies through algorithmic amplification of diverse content. Productivity research reveals constant notifications and multitasking erode deep work and creativity. Even spiritual formation suffers as digital distractions crowd out prayer, scripture meditation, and embodied community. This brings us to the fundamental clash. Technology itself is not inherently evil. I'll say that again. Technology itself is not inherently evil. Okay? Tools reflect the image bearers who create them. Yet, digital spaces shaped by secular incentives, often prioritize dopamine hits, curated personas, endless scrolling, and ideological conformity over truth, virtue, and presence. Biblical Christianity calls us to renew our